Enti enche ebehwe stories no enso emu kakra de amamo better wo de no mehwe later telekubokazo na yahwe mu nsensem warning a ekwa asenafo se omonhwe yi pa na madueke no mankofa no ama na omompe Chelsea reject bia e wo team no enso emu ena party so a okono enso omoso omontiase eso tra ho na obwa babibia so koso kama e wo Arsenal. Enti aba ompe Chelsea rejected the idea. Simple.
Sa one ni free na eko.
If emsa blekuma.
Exactly.
And eko ateta ho. Yeah.
General no credit say Jorginho, Kai Havertz, David Luiz, William Borges, that's the one. 4 players. In a free Chelsea in recent times. Akwakusi akandi Arsenal. So all these players are recruit women say who say women no be awie. David Luiz no pay the dues from Benfica, Chelsea. Until now all corner na we no.
Yeah.
And all the koi. Okoi no. Okoi the up. When to me am any special contribution be within the Arsenal team. Of obi say William.
Yeah.
William Ball or born or Shakhtar Donetsk. The Obebo or Chelsea. At the point he was the best player for Chelsea. Ononso kwa Arsenal no we nesa. E almost so back to Fulham or be revival in the career. But the reality is say now we pay so atwe free William mo. Wo nya no Shakhtar Donetsk Chelsea na obenya. En kakla bi e wo Anze Makaskala a okosi na kai. Ti William so kwa no we Jorginho free Italy ba Chelsea. Obia hu how best of fire within the Chelsea team and the style no na Premier League na person be accepted the register role. Inti me kai Jorginho first match. On my passes bebrebe you na media and say passes now Jorginho man fast will be any so. At a point open due to my Chelsea, he won the Champions League, he won the European competition for the Squadra Azuris. And the true baby, no be a president Jorginho should be considered for the best player in the game. Or no so kwa Arsenal no we into a kwa Arsenal no one for contribution who be an kwa Arsenal team na ho. E will be so bad the FIFA Club World Cup Obian who say he's playing very well for Flamengo. But Sejo one could you be who be our Arsenal. Kai Havertz. The last goal that he scored in the game against Manchester City in the Champions League, and you go, Chelsea fans the back kind until say Champions League on Besan. But again, the amount of money at Chelsea spend here, a deal the free Germany buy, any deal not Chelsea for person who no man who is and as you on also the core Arsenal or core Arsenal. No, so trying to level as a player on your bad for Arsenal with the numbers of the amount on your bad because I have it on your exceptional player. But again, Arsenal for who say some player be free Arsenal a coach Chelsea. E ye omako compete die ne coach Chelsea. Yeah. Into William Gala, you talk about Ashley Cole. Now Ashley Cole, at that time, he was about the best left back in the game. Alongside Roberto Carlos and Paolo Maldini. And no they call ball Chelsea. So you achieve everything at Chelsea. Into Omo Arsenal say Arsenal was so far Chelsea player now. It should be an upgrade. Yeah. So you hear the number of players at Chelsea at the Abana. Nyamienu no credit me. Omune players omo bro no ni madu ekiso. But the Crimson say such the opportunities omo di amano na. Players na aba no do na ye ni position ho. And say Joe, so you player na say your top players who position do a. The chain say omo kire say omo de bodu enisuru bebrebe. Into omo maba na bebo ajaw. Nti endo ekoba Arsenal for the bid aba. So omo pa brantie that TV so. Arsenal for pe a left-sided forward. Because some show omo team ni ma akoka brantie fe Gabriel Martinelli nko a. Omo trust Leandro Trossard bebe. And so far Trossard otimi ball right, otimi ball left, otimi ball as number 9, otimi ball behind the striker. The profile need to say the crew money dress Mertens pepe. Anywhere across the attacking line, baby I didn't be obetimi abo. Into omo pe obia se Martinelli ni ho ana Martinelli be pray from the left. And omo pe obia on Bukayo Saka you are also operating from the right, and they think that Omo was sad in non Madueke or the transfer market, and clearly I want to believe say after the FIFA Club World Cup, say players at Chelsea are confident in a bar. Say you Estivayo, João Pedro, Jimmy Gaitins, Pedro Neto, all these guys be available. Me wujidie pass and only Madueke will be surplus to requirement. In football, anything can happen. But omo mabano so be a fan into my prefer be yedin e dia man and until maybe Chelsea want to ship him out, and Arsenal believe we say omo pe a dynamic winger and a versatile winger omo benya way on the left and on the right. Said you omo betimi am omo second and until Arsenal go for him. On the issue of Thomas Partey, said you are there akwa also be at ase and say European teams no. So we African player now will bro 30 years. And ya need say omo be ma contract extension baby. Thomas Partey I edge £200,000 a week. Or a player what excel, especially this season for Arsenal. Arsenal for who is omo be man extension dear, but the sika on so. Partey upon whom I do ATM. Until I'm going to a £50 million release clause in the Kofano from ATM at the buy. Or an integral member of their midfield. Now, Obiang who said the absence, so no Arsenal team no almost feel Partey's absence. But they look at the age, they look at the injury situations, almost numbers or their mom. No more the history of his injury, any age, any sikana ordinary. Arsenal first or better build their. Initially, they wanted Jorginho to stay. Said the Bianca Partey beko. And I Jorginho do can call Flamingo. Said you any reasons we know almost say. Says hard ya Thomas Partey. A better idea until the Sikaso. Partey so who say he's a big boy, he's a quality player, he's a proven player. Into one team can change until the Sikaso. But after listening to Partey's interview, it looks as if our issues with Andre Beta, the sporting director for the club, because on one and ATM. And on my turn because ATM for now almost be money agent 3 million euros as commission. Me go anani agent no e deserve 10 million euros. Into omo agree and then omo turn the man Arsenal. Andrew Better is back in New Arsenal. And then no na akọ fast answer same way nyina aba. But so in as much as na me believe say was Arsenal former party stay because so person competing for the EPL title there. You need players with that quality. You need players with experience and players who are more consistently. Until Obiang who say getting to the latter part of the season, no, Partey, Odegaard, Declan Rice. Now move forward and afa ane ye juma. Until so person twice so sad there. Now person compete again there. Now be expect say Thomas Partey a better. But these are the reasons why I enjoy so uncle. For me, replacing him with Zubimendi and you're bad. So Zubimendi comes in with quality, he comes in with age, and Obama more years. On sign, you can't be bring trade Thomas Partey Bejano. Cristiano Gard the other day, he just came in as a squad player, but even him, apart from his age, he's a very good player. Into Partey tonight, yeah, but that is the style and the plan of Arsenal. Into almost Thomas Partey. Partey so who said that be ono baby abobo ledo no because obetin sikaso no wa betna. And I totally agree with him. A brand baby a wa boy through no. Partey duru baby a obeka se ni jetu. Into on tran on tin sikaso don tran all because he want to play for Arsenal. He said so look for options. I totally agree with Thomas Partey. And this is a situation at the
I'm happy for the gradual improvement Alonso has brought us. I know the future is better and brighter with Alonso, Hala, Madrid, Lukman, Hussein, Bansi, Ofisu Kokoti, Zongo, and Ediwe, and so Abba. The idea ura a FIFA Club World Cup no emo. Madrid, Ashe, Juventus, Kabakomo, Antimi, Anti Gonzalo Garcia, and Osesa goal, 54th minute. And I feel Dortmund, and so Ashe Monterrey, 2-1. Yes, our games. This is a Friday, and I bet to us quarterfinal matches. Yes.
Sergio, now to the Madrid game. A funeral be sitting there about for about Javi Alonso about subsa. Nina say number one. Most of the people know in who say Madrid about 3 back that. But consistently, the 2 games now are bono. People are not looking at the weakness of its setup, but they are looking at the positive of the setup. And I said, you come teach the Osha, watch it, baby, you do so a win. Do we know all these chances now? Column about faster or no? Then come meet me and say, but I'm more saying. Why are people talking about Alonso and looking at the positivity of the Madrid team? Meaning, say later you come back and talk about the weakness of the setup too. But a three back on said it was here. Dienhausen on the left, Olion Chouamani in middle, and then Abrante and Rodiger on right side. The three back now open and no. A do baby who say Moya Dino or Macho Many. Echo the other side, and no more the house in bad the other side. And I said, you almost the same. Three back no dear in a mere going forward, no matter how we see a year, Juma, but you know, individual within the three back, a very weak individual. Now, apart from the three back, a dear build and will be able Alonso Dean. Real Madrid, the team, no, you can't say it lacks direction. It needs a conductor in midfield. Now, Oshe Olian Chouameni, Oshe Eduardo Camavinga, Oshe Dani Ceballos, Oshe Jude Bellingham. Now, Oshe Fede Valverde. None of these midfielders now actually say, probably or better directly playing in midfield, no betting I said, you manage the amount. In Madrid, the ball game, no much midfielder, we are technically brilliant on the ball at Madrid, as of far. We both say, no, I concede a midfield, no. Now, I'm making sure, say, I'm be choosing spaces instead of the ball. Inti esa, I'm dealing with attacking transitions. Xavi Alonso is a midfielder. We play alongside great midfielders. The Mascherano, Girard, the Javi Hernandez, Busquets, or the boy Sami Khedira, Mesut Ozil in Madrid. And on Swaba. Now, she Madrid midfielders now also profile Obia. No, she say, Obetimi and you, Obia Manaba, Bayer, Jumana, Madrid, lucky midfield nama. Into a share who say Adagule. Or your number 10 or right-sided forward. But technically, or the ability to hold, pass, and distribute. And a train not in a buy. Nenyo nunkwano ayebi Carlo Ancelotti yebi in these days at a year team my friend AC Milan. Now the Pelo boy as a number 10. But Ochena de Nebabebo in front of the back line. So Omebo as a register. Now on directly the AC Milan play and Obia Wadia and the Pelo Beye in football from Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, or the Italian national team and a exploit for Italian national team in the 2006 World Cup. It is Real Madrid so come history books nima. Fernando Redondo, Guti, Saru na Adagulebono, said you. Omunina so bebo said you money be perfectly. The difference between Redondo and Adagule midfield say Redondo dear now you're extremely skillful. In Tibo ni krana, and you one touch and a pass and keke. Or best say you work from the ball now happening. Guti was more aggressive on the ball, and Guti send him train or send him pia. But Gule Endra in midfield. So almost surrounding our bread because Kefren Trump and Lucatelli a bad game now who so ira. But someone in space he conducted the role very well. And yesterday in the second half, he played very, very well. Alongside Gonzalo Garcia. Said you 4 matches were about 3 goals. Then I Vini ball no more pami a koto 18 a koto Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh, ye ball ni pia. Look at the position of Gonzalo Garcia. And you kind of fast up pin ball. It's in the 2 at them. And after scoring, look at the pressing scheme of the Madrid team. They were all over. But Piano was almost close. They were chasing the ball. Ball don't lose your boats and all cover quickly. In the second half, you will defend there until the final minute. Almost try so more ball manima and yama entimi ankoye. Inti those are the positive to the Madrid team. When a young star because Madrid focus on Mokojaso. No more cover striker. Ne profile not to say Hoselu. Inti Mbappe no ananko abebodan. Now within the FIFA Club World Cup, Omania a young player, 4 matches, watch 3 goals, 1 assist. Now, General, these are the positives of the Xavi Alonso team. Going forward, you need so be changing and also be bosia. Still midfield, no. So much team beat to say PSG, Manchester City, or more array of midfielders, unpacking midfielders. They will suffer. But for now, in the competition, Madrid for edge, they say they want to do something and to say do Enra. No much deserve say about winning game, no. Apart from one goal. Share Juma Gregorio a year in post. Juve goalkeeper no. and tournament in Sedu ya can so obeko anima ejina goalkeeper so enra enyon oye 10-point blank saves in the tournament. Ya simbo nu ene no nkwa na IAP, and that is the positive side of Juventus team no. Excellent goalkeeping from the Juve goalkeeper, and Sedu number 3 it is say omugo away with that qualification.
Kolomwani, I will say yes, son. World Cup final, you missed a last minute chance to win the trophy. Yesterday too, he got a glorious chance and missed it. Pilolo Sunyai, Kolomwani. What's wrong with him?
Sergio, ball no nanko betimi class and train fella.
Ball any.
Yes. Nanko betimi a train Rudy Gampo. And our lobo ball ne far keeper no so. How na flick ball no. Edima can I hear this? And no ne can I hear this then ni mi nko kuma back train.
Yes.
And Sergio, ono choose so be lobby ball na. Obo say Sergio we the strikers, those are part of strikers. And the piano obeshe. But in crucial moments like this, so opportunity in the bar, you don't expect so betting.
Dribbling the goalkeeper was going to be difficult. Looking at how the
center back and America so betting actually betting.
We are not center back in the nation. We are so a keeper and a center back in the Belgium. Until the idea was
the best option now, no call,
yes,
but there's a good to
the execution now when you need.
That's a good to connect. Yes, that's a good to connect.
Striker be defender and free.
Sir,
we
defender no. Come on, you know.
Okay, man, you need Arsenal.
No,
that was going to be difficult because you are not even too sure the second defender how close is it.
Momo can option. I'm also saying that different striker. So we defend the Arsenal versus Man United. Old Trafford, Gabriel Jesus go no. We defend any free.
Yeah, it could work, but this one I think the better option was what he did. Perfection the way.
No, I agree that is another technique. Yes.
It was a good technique.
Yes.
Well, Yentwaso. Another was already other game now.
Segu Guras na me bona baso. Dortmund ni Montreal dey you know say na match. Segu Guras na me bona baso. Dortmund na say another player next season Sergio. Omo de beba be England for be 100 and now 120. And that is the work they are doing. Jude ko Aubameyang ko Erling Haaland ko Jadon Sancho ko. It is the turn of Sergio Guras. And this is no beer when a performance in the Champions League. Or FIFA Club World Cup no gusu to us. And in the Bundesliga or better as it said you Abaso for that work. And we are looking forward for Dortmund, Real Madrid, and then other games a bit me about so. The possible semi-final between PSG and Madrid. Any in a train say you beat me out here. But Bayern Munich PSG is another super game. I
right. Means one we ultra analyst
your Bejana.
Domadia Babontina. Afa possible winners.
Almost PSG in that first.
Chelsea. In that first, yeah. 26%. The next one, no, I don't know. But I don't know. Some money on Media.
So Chelsea are the most favorites.
Yes.
To win the Club World Cup. General, I think so. You can't blame them. I'm looking at PSG so far. I'm so convinced about what I've seen in them. Say they have the potential, and I said the best. But and they say we have statistics based on the Club World Cup. Don't forget PSG has lost the game. Chelsea is yet into a Chelsea some level of age. So if you are using statistics and those dynamics, it's likely you place Chelsea as first. But I see PSG as the strongest team in the Club World Cup, General.
Young transfers no and so kakra. Good morning and hope all is well with you and everyone. I've now believed Arsenal and Man U have become the two most unserious clubs in the EPL. Arsenal always going for Chelsea rejects and Man U should be a yepewe. But have only been able to do just 2 signings. I could say Franny is on thing was I could say him so by Man U. Okay.
So I'm fair no, Sergio. I feel na ye biu into amonto omoboase. The Man U situation is different from other teams. Why am I saying that? Man U on scale of the could man so that way £100 million. Omo the country 62.5. Echo for Matthias Cunha. Omo pe Brian Buemo. Omo so ombaji 60 plus. Jokeres went to 70. Say crowd the end United for Aston Villa. Say Oli Watkins because Manchester Villa 4% only Watkins. Watkins and so said you when you 4 is 70. Watkins when you for said you any less than 50 million pounds of that. When you for is arrange no. Nti se woyi Watkins free mo. Na se o se o hwe obi eti se Abranti e fe ne mbuam 60. Na se jo o hwe Jokeresa 70 kura. You are talking about 130. Nti United need to sell. And some no matimi anya players they aba. Nti they are looking at Marcus Rashford. Say Bayern Munich for say omo left-sided forward na omo pedo. Omo anya Nico Williams. Bradley Bakula amfa because omo say games in the crowd FIFA Club World Cup no say started. Gabriel Martinelli so Arsenal for your match so omo turn. Then the player they are looking for Marcus Rashford because on omo betimi am on Hurricane I link it very well. E wa attack ho amani metimi akoye because now no say the obi o hwe FIFA Club World Cup bia we say Kingsley Coman wa yemre. Nti Rashford on the left ebetimi push up. Nti Rashford need to go. The next player is Garnacho. Garnacho nse some okoye o Sam Ames. After that, and then Kaneba say coach na ka kire ne say ompetim. And say do petim no if you look at the wages of these players e ananya for sa. Nti Garnacho nso also oko. But who is coming for Garnacho? Chelsea for na yes omo pe Garnacho. Omo nso omo akwa Jimmy Gatins aba nti hoatua. Napoli 4 years or more per Garnacho. 70 million a Man United bomb. And already De Laurentiis say, Napoli and I'm for 70 mefano. Yeah, no go say no say. And Garnacho is not a player who even give you 8-9 goals a season. Napoli wants to say they will not go in for a Garnacho. Oh, I know what the Atletico Madrid is almost over. And if you look at the Atletico Madrid team, Samuelino could have be on the bench. How can Garnacho go out there and start? And the team say potentially. Betting for all these guys and I said, enya de se obi eba again Rasmus Holland the player yet say Inter Milan e pen by Esposito by now here Esposito in the Club World Cup. Esposito is playing very well. Until again Inter for no be enu so mbesa ba for Rasmus Holland no they are not coming because of Esposito. Until United need to sell before they can buy players no the about team. Unfortunately omo team into here enra na ba say Juve say omo epeje dan Sancho etika omo ma Abranti ayefreno Dusan Vlahovic and then Douglas Lewis omo offer the Manchester no ma ba beje eje dan Sancho but say jo so hwe eye Dusan Vlahovic Vlahovic get 373,000 euros a week. Man United will not pay that amount of money to Vlahovic. Douglas Lewis eje over 160,000 euros a week or no dear. Also United focus on Watson because they need a central midfielder, and with the number of years suspended with Aston Villa, he will be perfect number 8 for the 3-back scheme of Coach FN Ruben Amorim. In the Man United, said you any serious no money. The reality is that they need to sell before they can sign those players they are looking for. But unfortunately, and first can call and cover those players no mobile. It is not as if they are not serious. Yes, I know situation.
I have strong confidence that Gyökeres will join Arsenal to destroy Man City, Liverpool, and Manchester United. Gyökeres is far better than Sesko and Haaland currently. Fela Elembele, and so Abre. Gyökeres is far better than Haaland and Sesko.
Anthony Boatway. Arsenal for Arsenal is getting so close to Gyökeres. Enra is so much more no makwakobonkomo. Inti akaso mo be agree. Say Sporting CP for now soft on stand because Abranti and say on my back. So many more man until likely say Arsenal no beat me akwa kusinakan. But mo be amfanim koto to Ellen Holland onusa level.
I see.
Onusa level.
Dr. Franco Naro.
General.
Yes.
Niema mienu semiensa. They didn't come so excited for Jarrell Kwanzaa. Ni move to Bayer Leverkusen. Obianim said Jarrell Kwanzaa is an English boy, but then of Ghanaian roots. Uti manager ne papa bomber Black Stars, Samuel Kwanzaa. But then he's now playing for England. He's an English boy. He joined Liverpool at the age of 5. Now, what following the exploits now from under 15, under 16, under 20, under 21, and all that. He's played for England. But Liverpool, because of Van Dijk and other guys, the playing time are limited at Liverpool. But he's a super centre back. Yeah. And I think that was I choose the right club. Bayer Leverkusen pressure and shed the new gidi. Now players almost struggle with Premiership. No muko Leverkusen they are able to make it 30 million pounds sterling and almost to Gerard Kwanzaa with some add-ons. But Liverpool, knowing the quality of the boy they groomed from age 5 till 22, almost the buy-back clause issue say after 2 years, almost Liverpool bet me a call, so almost half of Toma dear back. And Oma Peggy say buy-back clause no, around 60 million euros, twice as much as a year the Leverkusen turn. After 2 years, if Liverpool pay, no more the some 60 million and some add-on square on Betmark or Geoma dear back to a Liverpool. I'm happy for the boy because I think say the development or Bayer Leverkusen be better than continue to sit at the bench of a Liverpool. General, Urahabie Tabes, Edinin Samnasa Abetu General, Ebra Omoda La Liga 2025-2026 season near the Edino, and or the Abetu the warning. I'm a team of friend Barcelona. Ninsem nyina ne sɛ ɔmo hwehwɛ ɔmo nkrataa mu mu bi mu a bibia da di pefe sɛ ne Barcelona ɛtɔ abranteɛ a ɛfɛ ne Nico Williams a ɔmo ntumi register no enti ɔmo di kan aka kyerɛ Barcelona for sɛ ɔmo ni enyina so ne a yɛ ka sɛ ɔmo di Nico Williams bɛba so ɔmo register ɔmo because the financial fair play rule no Nico Williams sika a wodi betua ne ka would be to a club no near Barca ya a beboroso or to register no. But luckily for Barca, they have from now till somewhere middle of August to close the window and the deal. Until it looks like Barca has a way to do it. Either so move turn some players or move players in Ibibeko loan, no more wage bill, no free or more eso. And now say be cry or move terminating players be contract. They can also find a way of probably bringing some level of sponsorship into the team. And now a bimpo more asset be or baby bet me at home Edis Kanaba Bishim. Nico Williams currently is on holidays. Now Barca for trains are branch and Bemo go ahead. It is expected so somewhere by Friday na Barcelona at the Sikana Kotula Liga for no makacha Atletico Bilbao for so munko for musika Nico Williams no your player because they want to activate the buyout clause. And no ya dia La Liga ni ntimi nsikwan ba so mu de ne din koso mu ko register na ho na La Liga no be hwehwe mu sika semu ahwe say omu register na eyiya na enyeyi. But from where I sit and from where what I know, Barcelona will activate the buyout clause, buy Nico Williams, and whatever it takes, trust you me, they will register this boy for next season.
Wow.
Yes. General, my final one was Samson Siasia and John Shitu and Komona Edibetu Gano. Siasia say ahead of 2008 Olympics and Abrantia John Michelobi, he was then a Chelsea player sitting at the bench at Chelsea. A friend is on Rananka, Omuni Ghana, I will qualify Omebo. Abrantia is a Chelsea player or playing time into Omawama. Omo qualify we omoko Beijing Olympics 2008 and an agent I friend John Shitu a friend catcher and say omfa na kwada ni nkobi na obema na 50,000 euros na wamana kwa kobobi according to Siasia per interviewer na no ne Eligbet TV edin komori tu gade say wa anjiska no enti abrante no so wamana nkobi but John Shitu ababonten abe refuting sema Samson Siasia kan o say entro no krebia ni ho no John Shitu no or one of the respected football agents in our era. So hardly would he do that. Siasia a chantro. Now it's become the words of Samson Siasia against the words of John Shitu. Question Necrophobe Sane say Siasia nyentro no ucha. Say Siasia na okaya FIFA baneno. In fact, FIFA banned him from football and or court of arbitration for sports and no motive so about some 5 years. But the question then is, what has necessitated Siasia revealing this at this particular moment? A day in this Nkomoya Basa time, Siasia Eka Sansemi. Who said Bisasa so? and some Mikel Obi de betu dwa se brebe on try take it edema Olympic team no and no can be na say Ebeka Sansema. It's a bit difficult, but I'm not too sure the level of interest NFA no Ebefa no, because this is a highly profiled person. Our alleged allegation against a recognized football agent. So if indeed NFA interested, they will pick it up, follow it, and then probably report John Shitu to FIFA for further investigation. But you know, as football na a common thing. Say agency Tuesika and the national team coaches. Now on my former players.
No, very normal. Say, very normal.
Very normal, especially Uba. You hire youth team coaches in your Obiake. Now, so the beer. No, sorry, free baby, or beer, no better pram. Only contract the Antianica.
Obi kura de opese fa reka team no ho keke. We van in tournament.
Yes.
Na yehu se wa frɛ no.
Okay. On shege ni bi no metwitwa. You know, letter na ho actually say these are the list of players I invite
enough man.
Enough no they are going in business. And almost every call up they have some of such players in the list just for that purpose.
The coaches no so bebre.
Yes.
Omo follow.
They fall for it. They fall for it, and it's over.
$50,000 they were them for $50,000. Serious.
Who your coach obeji?
Me.
$50,000.
Me.
Na na wo ka se $50,000 be na
Oh,
wonye.
say me eno nche so obi ana beje.
To wonje.
Me. Because onye sana me yem adwuma.
Okay. Doc, for no see.
A part of the game. The unfortunate thing is, for example, you can say national team C, U15, U17, U19, U20. You check when was the last time they were paid. Honorable Kofi Adams by Obekekaya Kekan de ransom. No serious effort is being made to ensure say the technical staff of these national teams. Parliamentary. I sometimes ask myself, say, this is the time Parliamentary Select Committee for Sports. Omo frame minister no mo bi so omo say omo so omo question kakra you found that 15 year about 7-10 people working for them. Mo ka kire say football no the passion of the nation. Mo ka kire so say basis no ehia ye. Inti minister e kwan be na wo fa so a kire say mo no na mo de ka say development of sports from the basis no very important, because the basis thing and say omo mo yes adwuma no obema omo contract no atu omo ka. Why are we not paying the under 15 national team staff? Why are we not paying under 17, under 19, under 20, both men and women? And yet these guys are there working week in, week out. Nobody is paying them, but they are okay. Doesn't it make you suspicious? So some way, somehow, they are surviving through some illegal means.
Alright.
And would so the best call-ups now.
Okay, young comrade na our Mohammed betray headlines kakra ba.